What's up, everyone, and welcome back. Today we're breaking down market entry strategy. We've been looking at three fictional countries, and honestly, the political DNA of each one is totally changing how we're spending our money.
It's all about democratic consolidation. It's one thing to have an election, but it's another to have a system that actually works. Let's start with country A. This place just transitioned, but the institutions are paper thin and corruption is everywhere.
Exactly. For country A, our strategy is basically keep one foot out of the door. We're going with a cautious investment. We aren't building a factory or buying land, we're just leasing. When the rules change every week, you don't want your cash locked in the ground.
The biggest risk is institutional instability. To adapt, we're focusing on radical transparency. We're hiring legal experts and investing in the community. We want the people to love us so much that it becomes bad politics for a corrupt leader to mess with us.
That's a tough spot, Vale. Now, country B is a bit more helpful, but it's a massive balancing act. This is a mid stage democracy where the reforms are moving, the courts are starting to show some teeth, but it is still a work in progress. It really reminds me a lot of Poland a few years into their shock therapy phase.
Right, and because of that, we aren't YOLOing it. Our strategy here is strictly gradual. We are starting with one major hub in the capital city to test the waters. We need to see if the government can actually maintain a stable currency and fair tax laws for more than a year before we scale up nationwide. It's about earning our trust.
Our main concern is reform fatigue. We've seen this throughout history. Sometimes the transition from communism to capitalism, it is so painful for regular citizens that they get pretty frustrated. If inflation stays high or jobs disappear, they might vote for a strongman leader who promises to fix everything by going back to the old close-off ways. And that will kill our investment overnight.
To manage that risk, we are investing in human capital. We aren't just selling a product, we are launching a huge job training program and offering long term contracts with real benefits. In a mid stage democracy, you have to prove you are a partner to be the country. If we can show the people that this new economy actually puts a better dinner on their table, they'll become the biggest defenders on the market and our business against any political setbacks.
And then you have country C. Honestly, guys, this is the gold standard. It's consolidated democracy. This means the rule of law isn't just a suggestion, it's the backbone of the entire society. The courts are fair. The news is free to investigate corruption, and the government can't just seize the assets because they feel like it.
Must be nice, Tito. So, what's the big move when you aren't worried about the cops taking your lunch money?
Since the political risk is basically zero, we're going aggressive. We're buying the land, building the permanent infrastructure, and launching a massive national campaign on day one. We don't have to waste time or money on political insurance or bribes, so we can focus 100% on the actual business and innovation.
But you still have risks, right?
Oh, absolutely. But they are market risks. Because country C is so safe and transparent, everyone wants to be there. The competition is brutal. In a consolidated democracy, you aren't fighting crooked politicians. You're fighting for the hearts and minds of a very smart consumer base. Our adaptation strategy is all about brand ethics. We have to be the greenest, most ethical, and highest quality option on the shelf. In place where the law works, your reputation is the only thing that keeps you on top.
So, what's the final word?
Easy, the democracy stage is our speed limit. In country A, we have our foot in the brake. in country B, we're cruising and watching the mirrors.
But in country C, the light is green and we are flooring it. At the end of the day, businesses don't just look at profit, they really look for certainty.
Thanks for tuning in to the Global Growth Podcast. We'll see you in the next one.